Personal skills can range from good but not very exciting to, quite frankly, not good at all to...
What the hell is this?
And by good but not very exciting, take a skill like Lysithia's Mastermind, for example. It's a really good skill because it doubles, skill EXP, so you can get weapon ranks and all that cool stuff a lot sooner, making her a really good combat unit. But it's not very exciting, it's not something you actively control or, plan around. It's just, oh, the bar goes up sooner, Lysithia good sooner, cool. And with Xander, it's like, oh, he deals +2 damage if the enemy's health is full, cool, I guess, thanks. And of course, there are some exceptions, Bernadetta dealing +5 damage when she's not at full HP. You can do some really fun Vantage builds with that, but the one I'm going to be focusing on today is Peri's Bloodthirst. Now this gives you +4 strength, speed, skill, and magic as soon as you kill an enemy. Now this sounds good on paper, right? This sounds really good. It's an immediate stat boost. But, here's the thing, you can only move once per turn, so, you get that stat boost, and then what, right? You either have to, dance with Azura, do some shelter strats, it takes some planning, but it has a really good potential. It's like, okay, I want this immediate stat boost to make Peri immediately stronger and perform better, so I dedicated a run to maximizing the effectiveness of Bloodthirst. So, what would I need to do that? Well, the first thing I would need is Replicate, which lets you clone yourself once per map, meaning I would get 2 Peris, and these replicants actually share stat boosts, meaning one Peri kills an enemy, and then the other one can make use of the stat boost. And you can get this easily by marrying Kaze, and gaining supports is easy since they actually join in the same chapter, giving you ample time to do it. The next thing I would need is Gale Force, which comes from the Darkflyer class. You can actually get the Darkflyer class for free through path bonuses, so getting this will be easy too. So, let's see what my Peri looks like once she has all these amazing skills. So by this point in the game, Hinoka's chapter, she has capped strength, capped speed, Gale Force, Replicate, and for this chapter, pretty much every tonic under the sun. So, the obvious first step is to use Replicate on turn 1, but the real fun begins on turn 5 when Hinoka increases the movements of all flyers, giving Peri 12 movement. I can't quite reach Hinoka from my current position, but I have Gale Force, remember? So I can just have both of my Peris kill these 2 mages, activate their Bloodthirst, but still, even though now they can reach her, because of Hinoka's annoying abilities, her evasion is quite high, but luckily I have a backup plan in place. All I have to do is dance up Corrin, who has the Lance Breaker ability due to being in the Blacksmith class, and then fight Hinoka, who I'm super accurate against even with her evasion due to Lance Breaker, double her, activate Corrin's debuff skill, and now Peri 1 can exactly defeat her with the Brass Naginata, which is much more accurate than her other options. However, Hinoka is paired up with a unit that you also need to defeat before you can seize the throne. Well, thanks to Bloodthirst, I would exactly defeat him with the Beast Killer, since he has 44 HP after the strength boost, but Peri had other plans and just got a crit with the Yay Killer Lance. Well, that's that. On to endgame. Now, of course, the real fun of this map begins on turn 2, since that's when you do all the rescue skipping, but first I want to pair up Peri and Corrin because Corrin gives very good strength and defense boosts. After that, it's time for some rescuing with the help of Azura, Shura, and Elise. After everyone's rescued down, we can see that, despite the pair-up and all of her damage-boosting abilities, Peri only deals 13 times 4 damage to Takumi. Don't you think we could do a bit better than that? Due to Bloodthirst, Peri will now deal more damage to Takumi. Due to Peri killing that ninja and Gale Force, the second Peri is now in range. Even without a pair-up, the strength boost from Bloodthirst would allow her to defeat Takumi with exact damage before his guard gauge would activate again. And thus, the world is saved and Corrin is free to do whatever the hell this is. Now keep in mind, this is in no way the best way to kill Takumi. Like, by the end of this run, I literally had 46 gold because of all the resources I had to buy Peri. I needed to buy the Brave Lance to be more accurate against that ninja than the Brave Sword. I needed to buy, like, 2 combat manuals so, like, Peri could actually use brave weapons. I needed to buy some stat boosters in case Takumi procced Vengeance so she didn't die immediately. Like, this was so absurd and expensive and took so much planning, but I had fun, and I feel like that's what more personal skills should do. Like, they shouldn't just be a flat increase, they should actually be interesting effects that, like, implore the player to want to actually play around with the personal skill and want to do things with it and want to make it more fun. And I just don't think a lot of personal skills do that, so I decided to show off the personal skill, you know, I thought was very fun, and it's one of the reasons I like Peri a lot. So, I don't know, if you think there's another personal skill that's pretty good, leave it in the comments. Like, as I'm recording this now, this isn't scripted, I just remembered I didn't say to do all the like, subscribe, comment crap, so if you made it to the end, do all that, leave a comment, I don't know, I had fun with this video, and with that, see you next time, bye-bye.